Hello everybody, Neil here from the Four Corners, and welcome to a video where we're going way back to the topic of the Season 14 sets. Overall, we reviewed all of these sets, and it's a pretty strong wave of Ninjago. I love the colors and the styling, it's pretty strong. Since it is the January 1st winter wave, it does suffer a little bit from lower prices because winter waves always get the smaller budget of sets. So the Jungle Chopper bike, it definitely doesn't suffer from this. $20 is absolutely perfect for that bike, and it turned out to be a pretty cool set. The Jungle Dragon, I can't see anything but $40 worth of pieces over there. $50 might be a little too big, and then $30 might be a little too skinny. So I think the $40 price point is able to give the Jungle Dragon just enough pieces so that it doesn't look too big and too grand, but at the same time it's able to keep that vibrant, crazy look that they're going for from the show. Now coming to the sets I really wanted to talk about, because this is where you start to see where the fact that it's a winter wave and that the sets get lower prices and less pieces really starts to impact how the set couldn't really reach its true potential. But do take this point very lightly, because the very same thing, the fact that it's a winter wave and everything's a little bit cheap, the same point actually is a very good thing at the same time. A lot of people were able to get a majority of the sets since Season 14 had only 4 sets, and a lot of people are able to get a majority of their favorite characters and vehicles, which far outweighs the fact that these sets would have been cooler if they were more expensive. So that's why I see the Keeper's Village originally being a $50 set. Imagine how cool it would be if it looked like the Skull Sorcerer's Dungeon and it looked accurate to what it did in the show with all its vibrant colors that we see in the set. Imagine how cool it would have been if that was $100. Well, that's always there, but again, the fact that you're getting so much important stuff like the totem pole and the main bad guy's base for $50 is amazing, because a lot of people, the kids who watch Ninjago, can get this now. But anyways, keeping that in mind, let's look at the next set that would have been cool with higher prices if this was a summer wave. So this is the Catamaran Sea Battle. Kai's Catamaran is the perfect size, and I really love all the features. It's very playable. Then there's also the Bad Guy Catamaran. I really like this thing. The scale is all pretty perfect. But I think what it really could have had is maybe if it had a few 100 or extra 200 pieces, maybe the two pauldrons on the side could have been a little bit more far apart from the middle chassis. I feel like right now it's too close, making it a little bit toyish. And after seeing that giant dragon boat in the Season 14 show, I kind of really wanted some type of grand bad guy boat. I was hoping the Bad Guy Catamaran from the Catamaran Sea Battle would be able to do that. It kind of does that in the end, but it really doesn't really capture the full essence that I wanted. Same thing goes for the Keeper's Village. I mentioned this before. I wanted it to be something like the Skull Sorcerer's Dungeon, except I think the colors on the Keeper's Village are so much better. It would have been cool if the skull was just replaced by a giant dragon head like in the show, and Chief Mamadis' throne was there, the whole circle thing was there. Then maybe we could have some cool bridges or zipline bridges going up and down. It would have been amazing. I mean, I think that it was a huge possibility. If the Keeper's Village was $100, it could have been a lot of people's favorite Ninjago set of all time, just because the Keeper's Village's everything was so good. It's just that the size was pretty small. The Bad Guy Catamaran being bigger was more of self-opinion, because I saw the giant dragon boat in the show, and while we didn't really get a set of that, I wanted something like that captured the essence of that. So that's more of self-opinion, and comment down below if you'd like a bigger catamaran as well. In the end, the island sets were pretty amazing, not just because they look great, but also because they were pretty affordable and a lot of people were able to get a majority of them. It's just hard not to think how cool they would have been if this concept was put into a bigger budget. Thank you for watching probably one of the last videos talking about the island sets, and as usual, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.